everything. What do I mean by that? Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 7 through 8 talks about a time to rend, a time to sow, a time to keep silent, a time to speak, a time to love, a time to hate, a time of war, and a time of peace. And I want to mainly focus on a time to keep silent and a time to speak. Not everything is supposed to be said. There's times when you need to zip it. Some of you really need to hear that. And there's times to speak. You're getting promoted? Be quiet. You want a child? Be quiet. Keep it between you and God. You go on and talk about it, and it's been years, you're wondering why. Do you know that there is monitoring spirits? Do you know that Satan uses people to get his work done? Satan can use someone's jealousness to get his work done. Let's look at the book of Genesis, chapter 37, verse 5 through 30. It talks about how Joseph used to get all these dreams from God, all these promises from God. And Joseph, every dream he had, he would go on and tell his brothers. He didn't see anything wrong with it. Every dream he had, he would always go tell his brothers. And mind you, his brothers didn't like him. His brothers hated him. His brothers were jealous of him. So every time he would tell them a dream, they would even hate him more. So one day, they decided to sell him and lie to their father Jacob that he was killed by a wild animal. And they managed to do it. They sold him and they lied to the father. They proved Jacob, their father, that he was killed by a wild animal by getting Joseph's coat and fill it with the blood of a little goat that they had killed. And Jacob, their father, believed it. So these brothers, they sold their brother out of hatred for him. They sold their brother out of jealousness for him. They sold their brother out of being unhappy for him. And this is how it is in this world. People are smiling in your faces, but behind those, you do not even want to know what they think or what they talk about you. So guys, having best friends, having friends, having family, it is a beautiful thing. But when it comes to God showing you the plans He has for you, telling you things, showing you things, keep it between you and Him. You're planning to move out a state because of a big promotion? Be quiet. You're writing a powerful message in that song that will touch thousands of people. Be quiet until it's released. They will hear it when it's released. You're planning to buy a house? Be quiet. You're planning to buy a car? Be quiet. Be quiet until it's done. Be quiet until it's in your hands. Be quiet until the time for it has come. So let's sit back and think wisely. Who are we talking to about our dreams? Who are we talking to about our plans? Who are we talking to about our relationships? Who are we talking to about our promises from God? Trust God. Keep it between you and God. And stop putting your hope and faith and trust in people, because people change. People can change in an hour. People can change in a second. But God never changes. He's the same God. So trust God and not people.